Hey guys, it's Paul with another episode of How I Escaped the Rat Race, and I think this is number 7 or 8. You got to forgive me because I'm doing them daily. I kind of lost track of the numbers, so if they don't follow, but they follow. But if the numbers skip, you'll have to excuse me again. I'll say it again. You do not have to be that clever to make money online. If I could just reach out and grab you and shake you and make you realize that, because I think I've gone out of. I think I got the number wrong somewhere. So whatever number this is. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to share screen and we'll pick up from where we left off yesterday. So let's share screen, desktop. Okay, so we'll go for about 10 minutes again. Let me get my watch ready. And we've talked about mindset. We've talked about what the wealthy do. I've shown you the vehicle that we're using to multiply our money. So you don't have to sell and you don't have to recruit. And now we're at the point where we're talking about if you do want to help people. A lot of people I speak to that want to get involved in home-based business, and I say, what's your motivation? What is it you want to do? They go, I want to help people, Paul. If you're one of those people and you want to help people, but you want to share rather than sell, I swear to God, guys, I'm a Chairman 10. I think I probably took IML to probably 1 or 2 people. I think it's 1, but I can't remember. Certainly no more than 2, okay? Because what I teach is attraction marketing, basically, sharing, and then people can come to you. So is there a demand? Is there a demand? Well, Forex traders use the signals. One of my most successful people was actually trading for 10 years. He failed for 5. And then I was sharing then he made it work. He didn't quit because he knew that basically once you crack Forex, you can pretty much make all the money you want to make. Once you crack it, okay, however long it takes for you, but he failed for 5 years. Then along I come and he's seeing me sharing my post. Remember, sharing, not selling. So I did a little experiment to see how I could grow my account. And he was watching what I was doing and he was seeing me win trades. And he reached out to me and said, Paul, what the hell are you doing? And I showed him IML. He loves it. So he uses the signals because it's a massive, massive time saver to have somebody else do the analysis for him. Then he just checks it over and goes, yeah, that's a good trade. And he takes it and now he trusts them, and he uses the other tools in IML as well. So Forex traders, use what we have. Okay, so a survey reveals that 6 million Britons fear never being debt-free, with 25% struggling to make ends meet and 62% worried about personal debt levels. I will guarantee the numbers won't be the same, but similar in the US and Australia and Canada and any country that you can pick probably is going to be, somewhat similar. So if you've got 6 million people just in Britain that fear never being debt-free, we can tap into that fear and show them something that we already talked about, a 6-year plan, nothing hypey, nothing spammy. You can start with a low amount of money, $100 or £100 turns into 95,000 in 6 years. Who's not going to want to do that? Okay. So some people, there'll always be some people that don't want to do it. That's the way it is. But as you can see, there's a demand there. The total tool of consumer debt has surpassed $1.3 trillion. Median student loan debt for a person who has attended some college or graduated from college is more than $49,000, guys. So if you went to college and graduated, you've probably got in the region of $49,000 worth of debt hanging around you. And the average household credit card debt is around $5,000. The average debt is $16,000. So that's US, and that's from May 2017. So is there a demand? I was looking for the figures. I couldn't find them, but I did read these figures, and it's probably a couple of years ago, so please don't take this as read. But I did read, like, for the sake of kind of £200, $200 a month, a lot of people wouldn't have to have their homes repossessed or go into foreclosure. So for the sake of like £200, $200, guys, to keep your home, there's a demand. And it's getting worse. If you want to get a really good book, get this book, Surfing the Techno Tsunami. I get on really well with the author. He's a great guy. And he's researched there are 120 million jobs estimated to go in 12 years from now. We're talking here things like Uber, for example, already have a fleet of driverless cars. They already own them, apparently. And they're already working on the next thing, which is like a full-size drone that you can go and sit in and it will fly you to where you want to go. They're already working on that. You can now, trucks that don't need drivers because they know the route that they have to go and it's computer programmed in and they can merge with traffic and everything. They are now 3D printing buildings, so you don't need bricklayers or builders. There's a piece of software now that produces legal documents, and don't quote me on the numbers, but it's roughly, I think it said it was kind of like 86% accurate. So now you're thinking, okay, well, if it produces legal documents and it's 86% accurate, that's pretty good. Pretty good, but it's never going to replace a lawyer. Well, lawyers are only kind of, I think it was like 60% accurate because the law changes so fast. And there's so much of it. Lawyers can't keep it all in their head. So the robots, you know, the computer, the software can do it much faster and more accurate than your attorney, your accountant, sorry, your lawyer. Same with accountancy, you know, software can do it all now. And several other industries are struggling and going to have people wiped out. Just look at McDonald's, guys. McDonald's, now you order your food on those big screens, so you don't need staff. And apparently McDonald's, the first store opened where it's run by robots, so there's like 2 staff that are basically mechanics in case it breaks down. Amazon opened the first store without any checkouts. You just walk in, scan your phone with the Amazon app, and you pick what you want off the shelves. It tracks you, and you leave without having to go for a checkout. So, guys, jobs are scarily going to be scarce. Okay, and then there's people that just hate their job. Their job is slowly crushing their soul, or, you know, not sure if they're working hard so they can have a good life later, or if they're wasting their life working so hard. Yeah, plenty of people out there like that. I was one of them. So people turn towards network marketing. In 2015, there were 103.2 million network marketers. And you can see the breakdown by country there. Doesn't really matter. All you need to know is there's a lot of them. But here's the problem. The overwhelming majority of MLM network marketing participants, most sources estimated to be over 99%, they participate at either an insignificant or nil profit. Get that? 99% of people, the standard figure quoted is 95%, but they estimated 99% of people don't basically make any money. Okay, the largest proportion of participants must operate at a net loss. Okay, so, you know, you can pause the screen and read that in full if you haven't read it yet. Let's just say most people in network marketing don't make the money that they want to make, although it's a great business model. So if you want to help others, IML is ideal because you don't have to sell and refer others to make money. Okay, it's optional if you want to share. It's totally optional. You don't have to, though. You can use the products to make money, and how rare is that? I lead with the products with IML all the time rather than the biz side because the products work. So here's the thing for me, guys, with sort of honesty and integrity. iMarkets Live is one of the only things I found where I could look people in the eye and tell them truly, you can win with it. Because it doesn't rely on having a personality that kind of is like, hey, let's be out there and let's market myself. It doesn't rely on super intelligence if you can just follow the rules. It doesn't rely on, you know, it doesn't rely on being available at certain times to do it. In fact, the copy and paste stuff is so quick. It's not like you have to stare at charts all day. You don't need a big investment to get involved. And it's a level playing field. It's the same for a homeless person. The market works the same for everybody. I don't care who you are, how much money you've got or haven't got, whatever you do for a job, or if you're unemployed or whatever. The market is the most level playing field you will ever find because it's the same for everybody. Now, I was going to put a video in here showing the compensation plan. I'm not going to. Okay, I'll put a link under, and you can watch that. I'll put a link under this this video. Okay. Oh no, let's play here. So that's been taken down. Okay. So if you want to help yourself and others, what we'll do is we'll finish in a minute, but we'll just say, look, if you start with $100, get to Platinum 600, which is just 12 people. Okay. That will give you $400 a month profit. After you've paid IML for the monthly fees, you've got $400 a month profit there. You can add that to your Plan B method, you know, that 6-year plan. So if you start with 100, but you add your 400 in every month at the end of 12 months, that $100 with your 400 added every month turns into 8,867. Okay, 8,867. At the end of 6 years, it turns into 3,622,671. Again, no income claims, guys. This is the math. This is what works. If you get your 10% and you add your $400 a month to grow it faster. When you just started with $100, at the end of 6 years, if you remember, it was 95,559. So, you know, imagine that you're in a room and there's 12 chairs laid out. Look at those 12 chairs. It's not that many. You only need to refer 3 of those yourself. Okay? So you look at the 12 chairs stands between you and making 95,000 or over 3 million, over 3.5 million. You know, it's kind of worth going for, yeah? So tomorrow we'll pick up from here and we'll start talking about how can I refer people. And if you're in another network marketing business, IML is a great addition because it multiplies that money, but you'll pick up tips from what we're going to talk about tomorrow and how you can build your own business as well. So we'll get into that, and that will be great. Let me just stop the screen share. And by the way, excuse me, guys, for being all kind of wrapped up. I don't think you're going to be able to see. I'll pull a cable out or whatever. Can you see that? Not very well. It's snowing. Where I live in the UK, it's very rare that we get snow because we're very close to the sea, and we're expecting blizzard conditions today, and we've got a severe weather warning. Hence, and it's -6 degrees. Hence the hat, the hoodie, and the hot drink. And it's nice. I don't have to go out to work and battle the snow like I can see all my neighbours doing. That's the life I want for you guys. Always remember that. So have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the next part.